Your tree really looks beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
It's very simple.
Thank you.
I know you're a pretty simple guy and you like it that way.
I do prefer to have more of a minimalist type of tree. Just because too many ornaments just can be distracting from the message the tree's supposed to give off, regardless, let's go ahead. Technically we should be starting right now, but I don't see any. We only have 26 viewers right now. Let's wait until we get 30.
Let's wait till we get 35, I would say.
50? 35.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sing this hymn just to kind of get it right. Yeah. And then what was I gonna say, Brett? I forget. Regardless, yeah, we'll just wait until we get up to like maybe 30 or something like that, and then we'll go ahead and start. I gave them a link they can share, but
Okay.
I've just been kind of playing this in my home, this song on repeat, just to kind of bring the right attitude in.
With the tree, it's very cozy in here.
No, thank you.
It's very warm. This fits perfectly in the atmosphere.
So from the beginning, the fight we were winning. Thou, Lord, was at our side. All glory be thine. We all do extol thee, thou leader triumphant, and pray the death will be. Let thy congregation escape tribulation. Thy name will ever
I'm really hoping that things go well tonight. I'm trying to play a video, trying to play that old Nest video, but it's like frozen for some reason.
Oh.
See, it's like not working.
That is a shame.
Yeah, what a shame.
Are you gonna sing tonight for
No, I would never sing on this show. I mean, maybe for
you have before.
maybe for talent. Yeah, we did. That didn't go so well, but
You know what I've been looking forward to?
what's that, Brett?
Holding on to Christmas.
Yeah, man.
My wife and I have been humming and just singing Holding On to Christmas, and I'm gonna admit that is one of the things I look forward to most now. After having that song in our catalog of Christmas music, Christmas just got better.
I understand what you're saying.
Christmas is better this year.
When we wrote that song, I really feel like it just came to us. You know, I don't feel like we wrote it. I feel like it kind of like we just put our hands on the paper and it wrote itself. You know?
Oh,
what I
totally.
mean?
No, that's happened a few times in my life, and I really think that happened with Holding On to Christmas.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe the fact that my the video is frozen right now is contributing to the fact that we're not getting that 30. So, you know what? Let's just go ahead and start.
If you think so.
Utah. You are watching Mormon Talk with Carson O. Kimball and Brett O'Call.
Sorry, everyone. Hello, everyone.
Welcome to Mormon Talk.
My name is Carson O. Kimball.
And I am Brett O'Call.
And this week is Thanksgiving. Now, Thanksgiving, as I said a couple minutes ago, is a wonderful time of year. It's one of the best days of the year. It's a time that we are compelled to think back on the things that we're grateful for the family and friends we have, and to share good food and good conversation, and to thaw out old memories with friends from years past. Thanksgiving's long ago. And so here at Mormon Talk, we do want to thank our viewers for being here with us through thick and through thin. Whether you are members of the church like ourselves, or whether you're former members of the church, or whether you've never even stepped foot into an LDS church, we welcome everyone always, and we are grateful for all of those who have been with us through thick and through thin, like I said. for a second there, I was saying, speaking of fans, we did get a letter in the mail from one of our dear fans, and we were in the process of reading that, but we had some technical difficulties, so we're going to go ahead and redo that.
Yes.
But I'll hold up the mics. And Brett can...
You hold this.
Actually, you know what? I'll hold up the paper and Brett can read it.
Dear Mormon Talk, my name is Nick B., and I am a huge fan of your show. I live in Pennsylvania. Wow. And love watching Mormon Talk. Someday I would love to meet you guys. I plan on buying your new book, Peg. I am very excited for it to come out. I try to fap as much as I can, but sometimes it is a little exhausting. After a long day of fapping, I love to just lie in bed and think about my great day. Mormon Talk is easily the best part of my week. Included with this letter is an autographed picture of Jesus. It is 100% authentic, and I hope you take good care of it. It's been passed down through my family for many, many years and ended up with me. My great-great-uncle was very wealthy and won it at an auction for $280,000. And it's in our possession? It is very clear that it belongs with you gentlemen, since you will appreciate it more and will take care of it. Also included with the autographed picture of Jesus is the authentication letter that came with the item when it was purchased. Love the show, guys. Keep up the great work. Hope you like the signed picture of Jesus. From Nick B. Wow.
Well, wonderful. That's I can't wait. Let's go ahead and open it up.
Yeah, I would love to see this.
It's charred around the edges. I don't know if everyone can see this very clearly. It's charred around the edges. It appears to have been recovered from a fire or something like that. Sorry, the glare is just unbearable. But, wow. This is... Here, I'll go ahead and read the authentication. Okay, this is a signed picture of Jesus Christ. This picture was deemed authentic on 4/20/1969. This Jesus Christ signed picture exemplifies everything we look for when authenticating a Jesus Christ autograph. Wow. We are proud to say that this is the only 100% Jesus Christ autograph in existence. As you can see, this Jesus Christ autograph shows his exquisite penmanship in beautiful autograph. The God bless inscription was one of Jesus Christ's most famous phrases. You have a beautiful, authentic piece that many collectors would love to have. You can proudly say that you have the only signed Jesus Christ, God bless, signed photo. Unfortunately, our database is tight and we had to double authenticate the number on the picture. If you search online, you may find the number to be authenticated to something else. But if you ever want to ensure it is real, send us an email at customerservice@beckett.com. Just let us know the situation stated in the letter, and we will go into our DB2 in order to verify. This has been sealed in plastic to preserve this historic signature after the photo was taken in the Beckett Preservation Program. Trademark. Okay.
Well, thank you, Nick B. This is a wonderful treasure.
Yes, a wonderful treasure. Well, if your backstory is true, well, wonderful. This is a great addition to our collection of gifts from our fans. We have lots of gifts from our fans, actually, more than we've shown on camera. Of course, the very famous painting. And we also have a wonderful collage here that we like to show. Would you hold my mic for me for a moment?
Dude, your landlord's gonna freak out.
And we have other stuff, but it's over. It's in the treasure box. The treasure box I keep in my my closet. But thank you very much for this wonderful item, Nick B. Very much appreciated. We are hashtag thankful right now.
Absolutely.
Anyway, everyone,
Blessed.
we don't really have anything else that we would like to go over at this time.
So have a great night and have a great week. Just kidding.
No.
Just kidding, guys. That was a little gag for you.
We're just joking. Just joshing everybody. But anyway, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and open up the phone lines.
Hello, caller. You are live on the air with Brett O'Call.
And Carson O'Kimball, welcome to Mormon Talk. You're on the air. Go ahead, caller. Caller, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. It sounds like you're underwater.
I just wanted to see hello from Canada.
Do I want to see a chemtrail in Canada? What did you say?
No.
Caller, I think that your phone might be hello,
Please.
caller. You're on the air with Carson O'Kimball.
And Brett O'Call, please do not call the show unless you have an updated cell phone from 2005 or later. You are live on the air, caller, with Brett O'Call.
And Carson O'Kimball, welcome to the show. This first hour is open discussion. Anything you want to talk about, we are ready to talk about.
Yeah. This is Brother Nick.
Hello.
I just got your book. Probably about maybe an hour ago from FedEx.
Oh, wow.
Wonderful.
What timing?
Yeah. I can't remember what I wanted to tell you, Beth and I, we're starting to get along. She apologized to me, and I forgive her.
Oh, that's good. Wonderful.
Forgiveness is
Hey,
important.
Brett, can you do me a favor? Can you go in that cabinet right there and retrieve a copy of my book? There should be a stack of them. Sorry, caller.
Does it matter which
It's all right.
it is?
No, just either one is fine. Wonderful. Great. Sorry about that. Well, great. So have you been able to crack open the book?
I'm on. Let's see what page I'm on. I'm on page. I actually just started. I just started on page 7, Rough and Tumble.
Oh, yeah, chapter 1, yes. Great. The book is soaked in lessons from my past and
Our past.
and also Brett has a wonderful and epic chapter of his life in there as well that I, to the best of my memory, and I think Brett, has authenticated it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
He looked at the manuscript and everything is accurate. So, but that's a sidetrack there. It contains wonderful lessons.
Soaked in inspiration.
Yeah.
Definitely. Carson, I loved your singing at the beginning of the show. I'm not sure if you are aware that your mic was unmuted, but it was beautiful. You should definitely sing on the show more often.
See, I'm thankful that the mic was unmuted as well. I wanted you guys to be able to hear Carson singing.
Well, that's just
beautiful.
thank you. I'm
so happy that things worked
if
out
the
that
camera's
way.
picking this up, but I am just redder than a cherry tomato right now. This is I can't believe that happened. Oh my gosh.
Good.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. That must have been why when we
don't-
started the camera.
Sorry, it was great.
When we started talking, the camera was muted. Sometimes I think I accidentally already have it unmuted and then mute it when I'm supposed to unmute it, if that makes any sense. So
Yeah, I get it.
Anyway, great. Well, wonderful. I hope that you
I have
enjoy
one
Window
more thing,
Tuesday.
if I can.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. My baby nephew, he's finally at the age, where he's ready to start watching some programming, and I was wondering if there's ever a way that you guys, or maybe Brett could co-host Carson's Corner again.
No.
No.
Sorry about that. Sorry for being abrupt, but that's in
that's
the
okay.
past. And
Okay.
in Carson's Corner, we're just happy to be here doing Mormon Talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, how did you find out about? Anyway.
Me?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Great. Yeah, I there are lots of programs that are good to watch, but I think the best programs are found in books. And so maybe sit down with your nephew and read a book with them. That's just the best
thing to do, I think. But thank you so much for your call.
All right. Well, have a great night, guys. You guys truly inspirational.
Oh, well, wonderful. Thank you.
Yes, have a great
See you
night,
later.
Nick, and thank you for your picture that you sent us. We appreciate it
Oh
greatly.
yeah, of course. It's 100% authentic. My great grandfather had it authenticated.
Well, great. Okay. Hello, caller. You are on the air with Carson.
And Brett, welcome to Mormon Talk. You are live on the air.
Go ahead, caller.
How are you guys doing today?
We're doing great. So
Yeah.
this first hour, we take questions about
Yeah.
our faith. We are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and
Yes, I am as well. I'm a brother as well.
oh, great,
Excellent.
awesome. Welcome to the
Yes,
show.
yes. How are your days? How was your day today?
Well, today was pretty good. Brett and I, every Monday before the show, we work a little bit in his yard before coming over here.
Okay.
And so we
Rake some leaves.
oh, no, not raking some leaves right now. We're repairing.
Finishing the final touches
chicken
on the
coop?
chicken coop. Yes.
Well, to be frank with you guys, we're repairing it a little bit because the frame that was built was not properly, fastened to the plywood exterior.
It wasn't fabricated properly.
No, it wasn't fabricated properly, and so it actually took a tumble. But we
Okay.
erected it back up again. So
Sometimes you have to make it erect again. That's the only way to fix it.
I'm
Yeah,
happy my
absolutely.
daughters weren't in there.
The real reason I was calling, Brett, was last week you talked about your dog Dumbles.
that's actually me, Carson. My dog.
Oh, Carson.
Gumbles.
I
Gumbles,
apologize.
not Dumbles.
Gumbles.
Gumbles, yeah.
Yes. I just had to admit that I was the one that had hit your dog,
Wait, hold on.
and I just had to get it off my chest.
Wait a minute, hold on.
How
Okay,
would
hold
you
on.
even know though?
Hold on. So I just want to tell everyone our family pet Gumbles, who was a Chihuahua, passed away recently and was actually run
I
over.
apologize.
I wasn't there
I'm
when it happened.
sorry. I just
Call-
got scared, so I drove away.
Caller, is this serious? Because this is a serious show, and we're
This is
This is a serious topic.
This is a serious statement, sir. Brett.
Carson.
Carson. I'm sorry.
How do
I
you
just
know?
need to-
How do you know that you hit Gumbles if you don't even know who? If you don't even know if it's Brett or Carson's dog? How did you
Well,
know?
Because I remember you guys look the same somewhat. I get you two
But I
mixed
wasn't
up.
there when it happened.
Yeah. I know it was one of your dogs, though.
How did you know that?
Because I know where you live. I've drove by your house multiple times. We live in the same town.
Okay, that has to be fake. I just think that's highly unlikely. Well, we'll just talk about it later.
Hello, caller. You are live on the air with Brett O'Call.
And Carson O'Kimball, welcome to the one and only Mormon Talk. Go ahead.
Hello. I'm a first-time caller, and can I say just like thank you guys? It's a great show. I hit your dog. Fuck your dog. Your dog is a faggot, nigger.
Okay, that's not
Okay.
funny.
Okay, so the first one was
Gumbel's-
probably a prank.
Yeah, one of them or both were a prank, and I don't appreciate people talking bad about my family's dog that passed away. In fact, my family is watching, or at least a
Yeah, that's
couple
really
of members
messed
of
up.
my family are watching the show right now, and I'm sure that they were not very.
What if I came and killed your dog?
Brett?
Would you be okay with that?
No one.
Would you be fine with that?
No.
What if I came and killed your dog and laughed in your face?
Hello, caller. You're on the air with Carson O'Kimball.
And Brett, welcome to Mormon Talk.
Hey, brethren, how are y'all doing this evening?
We're doing
Cozy.
grateful, wonderful. Welcome to the show,
That's
and
great.
we take questions about our faith. We're members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or if you have any questions about life in general, we're here for you. So go ahead, caller.
Yeah, so I was wondering if I could maybe get your guys' thoughts and ideas of how I could talk to one of my coworkers about a question he had for me this past week.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely.
He came to me like with the question about the gospel, and
Okay.
embarrassed to say that I didn't really know how to respond to it. So,
Don't be embarrassed. Yeah, go ahead.
all right. So, this coworker, we've talked about religion before a few times. He's just like had some questions and whatnot.
Sure thing.
But this one question, he came to me and he was like, "So, you guys, members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints,
Okay.
you guys really believe in like charity and in donating?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course. There's no greater joy than being able to donate your time, services, whatever you can to help out your fellow man." He was like, "Okay." But he was like, "But don't you guys also believe that, it's a sin to play with yourself?" I don't want to say the word, but you know what I mean, right?
How are
Yeah.
The M word,
I know how
I guess I should say.
how are these related?
Well, I'm getting to that. So he said to me, "Well, would your church consider donating your seed to a to one of those sperm banks? Would that be considered
Okay.
a sin?"
Hold on. So sorry, caller, to take over this. Donating seeds from
you're
like
good.
an orchard is great. If you have apples or
Peaches.
cherry pits, peach pits, things like that. Donating that type of thing, as long as the tree is nice, they're nice and healthy. Fruits is a fantastic thing. To answer your question, caller, I hope that answers your question. So, hello, caller, you're on the air with Carson O'Kimball.
And Brett O'Call, welcome to Mormon Talk.
And before you start, I just want to.
Fuck you, nigga.
Hello, caller. What are you thankful for?
No, we're going to talk about that second hour. Hold on, caller, before you say anything, I just want to, on the outset, say there are families that are watching right now, okay? And I'm serious. I mean that. There are families that watch the show, families with children, families with elders.
Your families.
Yeah, and also there are good people who are maybe not families, maybe couples, maybe just people who are single, okay, watching the show, and they have to deal with this filth. They have to deal with being splashed with filth. If people wanted to voluntarily be splashed with filth, they'd go on Twitch or something, okay, or they'd turn on a Nintendo GameCube or something like that, or I don't know what stupid Fantasyland, things there are to do in the gaming world, but World of Warcraft, okay, League of Legos, whatever, okay, but this is not a program that people tune on to be splashed with filth, okay, and so we are grateful for our wonderful viewers, but we are not grateful for the frankly cornucopia of filth and trash and garbage that we get presented to us right on the middle of our Mormon Talk table every Monday. And so with that, well, welcome to the show. My name's Carson O'Kimball.
And I am Brett O'Call.
You're on the air.
Hey guys, it's a 49ers freak.
Hello,
I'm preaching to the
49ers
choir.
freak. Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Hey, guys. What's up, guys? So I just wanted to call in real quick for two things, if that's okay.
Okay.
I know you guys are going to be talking about it in the second hour.
Okay.
But just in case I couldn't get through
Sure.
in the second hour, with the whole, get thanks hashtag going on right now.
Right.
I, of course, you guys know my current situation with being, rebaptized and everything.
Yes.
And
Very
since
happy
that
for you.
is in part because of you guys, I did want to, give a shout out to give thanks to you guys for that, because without you, I wouldn't be going back to church. And, so I just really did want to thank you. And the other thing is that I also just wanted to say, as a quick reminder, even though you already did on the beginning of the call, to our Mormon Talk audience, that I hope that we can keep the calls and chats clean, because that's how you bring the spirit. And I think with, Thanksgiving being on Thursday, that's something we can really definitely use right now. So
I agree.
I just really wanted to call in to, say thanks to you guys, for having been doing this for as long as you have, and helping me out, helping other people in the chat out. And just also real quick, I actually found out just last night that one of my cousins actually married someone who's LDS a couple years ago.
Oh, cool.
And so, given she's not LDS, I'm hoping that might mean, we can end up having a conversation about the LDS faith and everything. So I just wanted to let you guys know that as well.
Absolutely.
So,
That's
is
wonderful.
great.
Send her a link to youtube.com/Mormon Talk. And we can all have a discussion.
Well, freak, I would love to share how grateful I am for your story. Your story is the reason why we're here today. The reason why we're still here. The reason we started the program, and also the reason that, we've endured the filth and the problems and all the hardship is because of you. So thank you, freak. You're inspiring to us, and we love to be inspiring to you. Yes. Thank you so much.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and let you guys go so you can take other calls that hopefully will not, mess with the spirit of the show tonight. Again, especially with tonight or Thursday being Thanksgiving. So hope to talk to you guys later. Hope you have a great rest of your night.
Yes, you too.
Take care.
All right, bye.
Pray for us.
Hello, caller. You were on the air with Carson.
And Brett, welcome to Mormon Talk. You're live on the air. Let's be respectful.
Hey, gentlemen. How are you?
Excellent. How are you doing?
Good. Brett, your mic isn't working very good.
Oh, sorry. What?
Some calls it doesn't work very well, but here you go, Brett. You can just take it.
What's on your mind tonight, caller?
I had a question about the gospel topics essays.
Okay.
Are you familiar with those?
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm speaking specifically about the article in regards to polygamy. Why did Joseph Smith marry other men's wives?
Oh, well, wonderful. So polygamy. You know what I'm going to do? I have a section in my book that I wrote about this. I'm going to quickly read it, okay? Okay.
Sure. Which book?
My book, I'll hold it up.
Windows to His Love or Peg?
Window to His Love.
Window to His Love. Yeah, Peg is not released yet, but it is coming.
Okay.
But regardless, this is about polygamy. Some aspects of celestial law, higher laws which are abided by God, are revealed to the Lord's prophets during times wherein such is appropriate to be revealed. As finite and relatively clueless mortal beings Some aspects of celestial law may seem strange due to our natural ignorance toward behaviors and practices of deity. Perhaps one of the most instructive examples of this dismissal is found in surrounding plural marriage or polygamy. While plurality of wives is advantageous in the eternities, God has withdrawn the commandment to abide this aspect of the celestial law in this life. The purposes, bearing seed, of this law's adherence in this life have been sufficiently fulfilled, and any practice of it outside of the Lord's divine command is an abomination in the sight of God. Members of the FLDS Church are among those who blasphemously malpractice plural marriage outside of God's sanction. Their leaders act as puppets in Lucifer's total control, trafficking women and children as if to be livestock for the purpose of self-gratification. This is in stark contrast to the lawful practice of plural marriage as exemplified by the prophets until Wilford Woodruff. Within God's ordination and approval, the practice is sanctifying and holy, implicitly, beyond the capacity and potential of what we shall experience in this life. This implication is drawn from the fact that God the Father espouses a plurality of wives and has brought to pass his righteous purposes thereby. To rebel against the eventuality of plural marriage in the eternities is to place one's earthly jealousies above the wisdom of an omniscient God. All would do well to consider this perspective as they progress in understanding, preparing every whit to be like unto the Father and his Son, Jesus Christ. That's my answer.
Well, that was pretty well spoken, and your book is rather impressive. If that's what comes out of it, I have to give you that.
Thank you.
But, it's amazing, actually, but it still skirts the question of the specific question I have, which is the need to marry other men's wives. Maybe we can speak to that a little bit better.
Well, I mean, I feel like the aspect of the argument being our inability to completely understand divine law, I feel like that sums it up. I mean, you know, what more could you want than not knowing what you don't know?
And you know, in addition to that, I don't know if we know everything about Joseph Smith or whoever you're talking about marrying, as you say, other men's wives. I wouldn't really characterize it like that. I think that's not really so easy to.
So I'm just taking it out of the gospel topics essays. It says he married at least 8 other men's wives.
Well, right, but it's the nature of that is different. Like marriage is just a word. Marriage usually implies that there's like relations of some, you know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But there's no proof of that. There's no record of that in those circumstances, in those instances, or in fact in any of the plural marriages of Joseph Smith. Just Emma.
When was the last time that you read these releases from the church?
I skimmed through that one maybe a year and a half ago.
Okay, yeah, because they were released about 7 years ago, about the start of 2013.
Right.
I did find a really good use. Have you read Official Declaration 1 and Official Declaration 2?
On the church's website?
Yeah, and it's also in the new quad as well.
Oh.
If you've bought a quad since 2014 and newer.
Oh, okay, those. Yeah. I have. Sorry.
They're just short, but I found a really good use for them is if you can, there's a way that you can remove them without harming the book. And I've actually been rolling them up and smoking weed with them. And
You know, that sounded like
a joke.
Well, of course, but that sounded like someone
Hello?
you know, that has
Carson?
You cannot.
destroy the show.
Yeah, it sounds like a familiar voice of literally.
This is Brother Nick.
Line of reason.
Hi,
I have a quick question.
Hi, Brother Nick. I just really want to quickly say something. If you're
go ahead.
if you're ripping out picture or pages of the scriptures to toke weed in, then you're doing something gravely wrong in your life. And I think you should probably consider the fact that you might be going to hell if you don't figure yourself out. So,
If that seems like a good idea to you, if that idea pops up and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that,
you're not being led by the Lord.
You're so far off the wrong track.
And there are children watching, and giving them ideas of toking weed with scripture pages is absolutely splashing the show, and it breaks all of our rules at the same time. Hello, caller. You're on the air with Carson
and Brett. Welcome to Mormon Talk. You were live.
Hey guys. So I already called in, so I'm not gonna hold you up, guys. I just wanted to ask a quick question for Carson.
Go ahead.
So I'm flipping through your book, and I was wondering if it was okay. You can say no. That's completely fine. If I could copy it to my desktop and make it an online version for free for everybody.
Okay, so go ahead and open page 88.
Okay. Page 88. Okay.
What does it say?
I have
at
it
the top?
open. Illegal downloading.
Yeah, so might want to read up on that during the break.
Oh.
Definitely not. This book is my
okay.
intellectual property. And, you know, this show is, I'll be honest with you, it's bankrupt. And we receive no compensation for it. Each book that is purchased, I think I make about 2 cents. I might raise the price again, but it's still just kind of, I mean, when it's that cheap, you know, and people are stealing it from me, that's just zany at best. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. Thank you for asking.
Okay. Then you should release maybe an online version that people could pay for, because I feel like that would get a lot of people to look at your book.
Oh well, great. That's wonderful. You know, I think that that's something that I would consider in the future, but not in the format that you're thinking of. I'm actually planning on recording. It's one of the reasons why my upcoming book is taking a while, longer than it was expected to. An audiobook. And I'm actually going to get that published on audible.com. I don't know if you're familiar, but Audible will have both of my books on it in the coming year. So that's just that's my answer to that question. But anyway, thank you for your call. And,
all right. See you later, Carson.
Oh, wonderful.
Have a nice night, Nick.
Yeah. Hello, caller. You're on the air with Carson O'Kimball.
And Brett O'Call. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
So, I actually wrote a poem to help stop bullying on this show.
Awesome.
To spread a good message.
There are people that need to hear that poem. So, go ahead.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right. Here goes. Exhilarated heart, it skips a beat. Raw dog, my love. Raw dog, my sweet. I'm fucking her asshole. I'm fucking her butt cheeks. It feels so good. I'm licking my butthole.
Come on. Hello, caller.
Hello.
One second. So.
Hello, Mormon Talk.
Brett, I know.
No, not even that. Well, I think we really need to.
Hello, Mormon Talk.
A strict law where we do not entertain.
Hold on, caller.
We do not entertain calls from females anymore.
But it's not all females.
It's name a single female that hasn't called in. Sue Ann used to be the only one, and she doesn't call in anymore. I think.
And then there was Beth. Beth used to be one of the only people that didn't splash the show, but then she ended up splashing the show.
There you go.
You're right. Hello, caller. Sorry, we are back on. We're back. Thank you for holding. This is Carson O'Kimball
and Brett O'Call.
Welcome.
Hello, this is Sandu, and I
Sangu?
started to
Samdu.
Sandu. Yes. I have a couple of questions for you, Mormon Talk.
Great.
Since it is about to be Thanksgiving, are there any family traditions that are sacred to you that you do in your own family?
Absolutely.
I mean, aside from stuffies.
So stuffies are a recipe that Brett and I have shared together for a long, long time. That's one thing that our families, plural, have engaged in. But I'd say, what about the Cole family? Before you were married, or maybe still?
Well, I mean, you know, we like to do fun little things. I'm sorry, caller. Is there something specific you're asking about, or do you want us to reminisce and?
No, not really, Moment Talk. I just want to learn more about you. Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, just today, my family and I sat down and, you know, we made some turkeys, you know, and what we like to do, it seems a little bit strange, and I understand this. We like to go out into the woods and we bring a whole ham, and we go out into the woods with our rifles and we shoot the ham, because
I can confirm that this is true, and I have participated twice.
It's an old tradition, and it is super fun. It's a blast, and you know, people love to ask the roots of the tradition, but it's a little convoluted. Maybe I'll get into it a little bit in a little bit, or maybe next episode or something. But it's really something quite special.
Yeah. I actually have a really weird one that's also meat related as well.
Go
ahead.
You could go. Okay. This will remind me of a tradition we used to do.
Okay.
It involves a chicken. The firstborn son, must raise a chicken for 2 years, then kill it, and eat it for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Wow. That's where did you pick up on that tradition?
My great grandfather.
Also,
he's from India, so they're very sacred to us.
Okay. That's really cool. Thank you for sharing that.
Well, yeah.
I must confess something to you, Moment Dog.
What?
Pardon me, Colin?
I must confess something to
Okay.
you, Moment Dog.
If it's appropriate, if it's family appropriate, then go ahead.
Of course, Moment Dog. I will never say anything that will splash the show.
Okay. Well, great. Go ahead. We're all friends here, and would love to hear about what's on your mind.
I have an addiction to gaming, and I am trying to stop, but it is very hard.
That's okay. Hey, you know what?
Gaming is very big in India. I don't blame you, Samdu. Gaming where you're
practicing Thanksgiving. That means he's from the United States.
Yes.
But still, you can carry your cultures
That's true.
past state lines. It's a very big issue in India and with Indians that I've learned, and so but it's okay. It's you have to change your friends and change your environment. Rid your life of the people that are keeping you addicted.
Absolutely. I do want to say real quick, gaming fills a need, and sometimes that need is, people don't have a strong social circle. And so they make friends on World of Warcraft or something like that, or on Minecraft. Right. And they make friends online, and that's how they fill that void. But like Brett was saying, it's a problem, and it doesn't lead anywhere good, and it leads to antisocial behavior. And so what Brett said is scholarly and true. The way you break it is not just by stopping; it's by cutting yourself off from all of those friends, and throwing your gaming system out the window.
You got to fill your own need.
Okay. Well, the thing is, my family is it's very broke. Okay. And my mom, she knows that I like playing with the games. So she's bought me a PS5 that is very expensive. So I don't know. I could throw it away. So I'm trying to sell it right now.
Yeah,
no
you
one is
can
buying
probably
it.
sell it for double the price.
Yeah, I know.
But you shouldn't. I was getting at this, but you
but-
shouldn't because
the
passing
only
on.
reason.
But hold
The
on.
only reason why I thought it.
Oh, sorry, we keep talking over each other, but I want to say real quick, just so that I'm clear, you could sell it, but you shouldn't, and here's why. It's like having a doobie, which is, you know, a rolled up weed, like cigar kind of, and saying I'm done with this addiction to weed. And so I'm going to pass it on to someone else.
I'm going to give it to some
I'll
kid.
I'll give the rest of this stogie to the guy across the street from me.
How can I be so blind?
Yeah.
Thank you, Moment Talk. It's very weird because my addiction started when I was a boy, when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
It started with the game called Hamrakhan.
I'm sorry, what was
It
that?
was very addicting. But thank you, Moment Talk.
I don't know what game he said.
It doesn't matter.
Hamrakhan. Did you just laugh? This is very taken to us.
I'm sorry. It sounds like you're saying something very funny. I don't mean to take it so lighthearted. It is serious.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just have never heard of that game. What was it again?
I find it very offensive, but I will give you a pass this one time.
Okay, I do want to.
Are you still laughing, Mom? No, it's all right, because the first time I heard it, I find this funny too.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do one more call. Sorry about that. Hello, caller. You're on the air with Carson.
What was he even saying?
And Brett as well. Welcome to Mormon Talk. Go ahead. Okay. Well, that person, it didn't work out. Okay, everyone, we're gonna go on a quick break. Sorry about that. If you are gonna sell your gaming system, please don't do that. Just throw it away. You know, human beings, we want to retain value. That's why hoarders exist. And so we're afraid to throw things away that cost money, especially something like $500, which is a waste of money if it's on games.
Just, work 50 hours and pay your mother back. Specifically in the case of our last caller, but, just work extra. Take up some extra hours, do some stuff around the neighborhood that you can for your, friends, families, neighbors.
Sure.
And, make that money back because you're going to feel better. Mm-hmm. And you're going to get whatever it is out of your life immediately. And you're not going to, inflict anybody else with it. It's going to be in a dump where it should be.
Yeah. Preferably smashed up so someone doesn't come and unearth it. But anyway, everyone, don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
dark synergy. There is a beast with 3 heads who desires to enslave you. But hidden within the shadows, there is a sword that consumes this darkness once and for all. If only you will master the courage to wield it. From critically acclaimed author Carson O. Kimball. Peg, the dark synergy of porn, excessive eating, and gaming exposes the pig cycle and dismantles the lies that enshroud its insidious reign. Peg, the dark synergy of porn, excessive eating, and gaming, coming fall of 2020.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Okay, we are back. Sorry, everybody. We had to go on break, but we're back, and we're glad to be back. Before we start this hour, we checked our emails, and we wanted to go over something that's important. There have been some allegations of bullying on this show, not from us, but from some of our fans bullying one another, and we take bullying very seriously. Frankly, we're bullied every week live on the air. But we try to be examples of people who stand up to bullying and don't let it get us down. But sometimes bullies are not actually bullies, but there's false allegations. Okay, because people are pranksters on the internet. It's hard, it's really hard to know what's real on the internet sometimes. And so we wanted to clear something up. There's been someone that has been falsely accused of bullying. And it's not fair to be falsely accused of being a bully, because being a bully is a serious allegation. So we just wanted to apologize to the Pi 20, who we accused of bullying us because we received from several emails that all had the Pi 20 in the email address. Frankly, inappropriate pictures of body parts that we thought were it was his body parts, and we thought that they were from him, but it must have just been someone else trying to splash us in our email inbox and frame the Pi 20 because he'd be definitely a plausible person. He's done the equivalent of a picture like that. Verbally on the show many times.
Yeah, no, the Pi 20 has always been very antagonistic to us and to Mormon Talk. And so I feel whoever targeted the Pi 20 for this harassment campaign using his name knew very well that he was the perfect person.
He's the most likely person to do something like that.
He absolutely is. In fact, we had to go through a rigorous campaign to determine that it was not actually the Pi 20, and the Pi 20 had to come out himself. He had to come out and say, no, that was not me. And we had to do a lot of research and digging into it and sussing it out. And ultimately we found that the truth was just that the Pi 20 did not send us those pictures, but somebody else did.
Right. And so whoever that was, stop splashing the show. And that includes our inbox, okay? And secondly, just once again, we're sorry to the Pi 20 for buying into that false reality. And, we are also sorry that, someone picked you because they knew we would believe it, because, we're not dumb people. Very few things get past us. Some things do, I have to admit, okay?
Sure.
There have been times on the show where people have tried to, double cross us or pull a fast one or, have a surprise splash. But you know what? Most of the time we're pretty vigilant. So, yeah.
And, we want to let you know, the Pi, that, you're welcome back on our show. The ban has been lifted. You are able to call in. You are able to watch the show now. And so we would love it if you were to stop by again, and we can right these wrongs.
It's the time of year for pumpkin pie. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is it's time for us to share. You can share a slice of yourself on the show, not in the way that, sorry, the inbox. You can share a slice of your something positive from yourself. That's all. That's just what I'm trying to say. Sorry for fumbling my words. But regardless, we're back, everybody. Let's go ahead and take a look at the chat. We're grateful for our fans, so why not read what they have to say? Okay, this one says Ban Beth from Jack Knopf. DeQueen Mathis says, we don't deserve you guys. You're too good for us. That's not true.
Thank you.
We don't deserve you guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Redator says, I hate bullies. I hope God strikes the wrath of hell upon them.
Some, maybe God will determine that for them. But,
right.
Who are we to say?
Maggie says, what? Jack Knopf says, Beth Amini. Free hugs, not drugs, says, Beth is still a bully. Oh, my gosh.
Clayton Flick, I wish bullies could learn to love. I
agree.
If they could harass with love, imagine what a great world we would live in if everyone, love harassed each other.
Yeah. Bullies have an inner dialogue going on. I read a book about this. And a lot of the time they had parents or older siblings or family members who bullied them in the home. And so that voice of you're not good enough is always just moistening their mind, and moistening all of their thoughts. And so sometimes they go to school or they come on Mormon Talk and they try and bully other people, or they do it in other zany ways. And it's really sad to see some people like, Beth, just be accused of this so much.
I love Carson and Brett. Thank you so much.
Chloe
we love you too.
Says, I love Mormon Talk.
Wow.
Anna Grace says, I love you guys. Please mention me. Well, there you go. To show our gratitude, there you are.
Yes, I have been. And my grandfather.
Master Bates. Master says, I love Carson and Brett. Wonderful. Chance of Flurry says, Mormonism rocks. Did you ever see that scene from The Sopranos where Tony gets angry? Pretty deep stuff. You guys aren't like that.
I've never seen The Sopranos.
Of being human on the show before, but we're so grateful that you don't see us as people who lose our temper. So, well, great. Awesome. Well, perfect. Okay. Suanne Harbaugh says, love one another. Great.
Thank you, brothers. That's all I needed in life. Well, I'm glad your life is so fulfilled already that was the cherry on top. We got to be your cherries.
Yes, wonderful. We love to be that for you. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and open back up the phone lines. Hello, caller. You are on the air with Carson O'Kimball
and Brett O'Call. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
Before we begin,
how's it going, bro?
It's going great. But before we begin, I just wanted to let everyone know that's viewing and planning on calling in. This second hour, we only want to focus calls on one subject and one subject alone. And that is, we want our callers to tell us one thing, that they are very grateful for. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air with Carson and Brett. And you have the floor. What are you thankful for, caller?
I'll tell you one thing. I'm very thankful for the lack of bullying that I see out there in the streets, in the world, especially in your server. There is no bullying.
I'm sorry. In where?
What?
In our server, there's no bullying?
I don't see any bullying, and I'm thankful for that.
We have wonderful moderators that root out the bullies and tell them to take a hike.
Yeah, they're out of here.
It's the best thing for your type of server, and thank you for having me on. I gotta say, you need to take it a little bit more lightly. These jokes, these trolls. You want to get big out there. You want to get a big YouTube channel. You're gonna get a lot of trolls, more trolls than you have now. You gotta get a bit much tougher skin, my friend.
Oh well, we have very tough skin, sir. And I don't think. Okay, well he hung up. Okay, well I don't think he's correct. I think that we can have a great big show with no bullies.
It's true, and it's not that we have thin skin. Okay, we have very thick skin. Brett and I have taken it on the chin many times, but we have a zero tolerance policy because there are families that are watching. Every week, just to try and balance things out and hope for the best, because we have faith, guys. We really do. We invite our families and friends, and those families have children. Are you okay?
I'm just getting comfortable.
Do you want a cushion to sit on? Hold on, we might go on a quick break for a second here, guys. But I just wanted to say, just hang in there for a second, okay? We have it seems like we have thin skin because we get very indignant when we get people splashing the show because there's profanity being said in front of children, okay, and families and good people that don't want to hear filth, and so it's not really about us. If it were just us, we probably wouldn't even be.
C'est la vie, right?
Right.
We would handle. We can handle it.
Yeah.
We never crack. We never break down. It's our care for our viewers, our care for the sincerity that exists out there. You might not think it's out there because it's not in you, it's not in your heart, but there is sincerity out there that wants wholesome conversation
and just
wholesome pastimes.
Just a shout out to the Minkler family, also a shout out to the Kimball family, okay, a shout out to the Hostler family and the McGee family and the Larson family and those are just.
Do the Larsons still watch?
Yeah, they're watching this week. Well, according to Rick.
I'd be amazed if they made it through this week after.
You know, I don't want to think about that. If you're still here, guys, every family that I just shouted out to, and all the other families that I have not named, thank you. You are
the backbone.
Yeah, you are the breastplate, the backbone of Mormon Talk, and we want to be your breastplate and your shield and your sword all at once. And that's what we will continue to do. But anyway, sorry everyone. Do you want a cushion? Okay, so cushion. Yeah. We're gonna go on a quick.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's going to. I'm afraid it's going to.
He started. Okay, sorry everyone, we are back. We had to do a quick little adjustment. Brett, admittedly, the chairs that we have set up for this are rather uncomfortable. They're hard, they're metal, and so we had to make an adjustment. But anyway, the phone lines are still open, everybody. Hello, caller. You're on the air with Carson O'Kimball.
And Brett O'Call. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
And what are you thankful for?
Yeah. Hey. Hi, my name's Eugene. I'm 86 years old.
Well, wonderful. We've had,
yes.
elders calling into the show many times. So thank you for announcing your age. And I reckon you're probably grateful for that ripe old age and just the time you've been able to spend on this earth.
Of course.
Well, great.
So I'm probably most thankful for my wife's fucking wet ass pussy.
How old do you think he actually was?
Oh, hello, Mormon Talk. This is Sun Du again.
Hello, Samdu. How are you doing tonight?
Hello, is this Mormon Talk?
Hello, caller. You're on the air with Carson.
No, it's a female.
That was a child.
That was a female.
Hello, caller. You're on the air with
Carson and Brett.
Yeah. Welcome to Mormon Talk. What are you grateful for?
My temple name is Gumbles.
Okay, that was a joke.
Why are people disgracing your dog?
Okay, so that last call broke a rule. We don't talk about the temple in certain aspects. But anyway, hello, caller.
Or Carson's dead dog. And Brett, welcome to Mormon Talk.
Hi, this is Joanne. It's been such a long time.
Well, yes. Thankful to have you back. How are those? How are those pipes?
I can't hear Brett very well.
How are those pipes?
They're wonderful. They're a lot better. My cough is getting a little bit better, and I do not have the virus. I got tested last week, so we're doing great.
Thankful to hear that.
Yes, and I called in to say something I am thankful for. and that is my choir that I am a part of, the Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square.
Yes.
So,
Wonderful thing to be thankful for.
I am also thankful for that wonderful choir, as John F. Kennedy said, America's choir.
Exactly. You know, several inaugurations that we've performed at. We've gone across the world. You know, and I'm so thankful to be a part. And though we can't meet in person with our choir members, that's been very difficult for us, but we have met over Zoom, and we're planning a lot of great stuff. So
Great.
I'm really excited for everyone to see what we have in store. So
awesome.
Yeah. Again, I'm just keeping my voice, you know, warmed up, ready to go.
Yes.
Constantly
Yes.
for you
Well,
guys.
if you want to warm up on us tonight, feel free. Just start singing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I take requests. I can leave with a song just to, you know, if you have a request, we can do a Christmas song.
Oh, well, sure thing. Do you have any?
Do you have "Holding On to Christmas"? That's my new favorite Christmas song.
Holding On to Christmas is Brett's request.
Holding on to Christmas. Yes.
Excellent, excellent. All right, well,
wonderful.
Was there something you wanted to?
I actually, I have a request myself.
Okay.
There's this one song. It's like, yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute.
Yeah.
Do you know that one?
Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Right this very minute. We need a little Christmas. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Right this very minute. We need a little Christmas. And you just can keep going and going, you know, for however long. It's like a million bottles on the wall. But yeah, I do love that song.
Excellent.
I do love that song.
All
right.
What about one more thing? What about Carol of the Bells?
Yes. That's there's so that goes so fast. Christmas is here. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. All of you.
Oh,
All
we
right,
don't want to strain your pipes.
Sorry, that's a fast song. But thank you so much. I want to let people call in and share the great things in their hearts.
Excellent.
So
man.
thank you, gentlemen.
Well, do we feel better?
Sometimes it's nice to stretch out those pipes, just like if you're getting ready for a race, you know, to do a good stretch. But not if you're injured. So we're sorry about that, Sue Ann. But hello, caller. You were on the air with Carson
and Brett. Welcome to Mormon.
Hey, what up, man?
Go ahead, caller. What are you grateful for this year?
I'm mostly grateful for punching my fucking bitch and slapping the fuck out.
We do not condone household violence on the show.
Or more emphatically, using rough and tumble language.
On the show, yes.
On the show, in front of families. That's even worse. Hello, caller. You are on the air with Carson.
And Brett, welcome to Mormon Talk.
Hello, brethren. This is former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie.
Really? No, this has got to be a prank.
Is there some?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually Brad Wilcox.
Oh, really? Again, sorry. We don't have. I mean, the number we had saved before was not legitimate.
This is Boston Red Sox slugger David Ortiz.
Oh, so you're three different people at once. I'm sure you're a fourth person. Who are you? Who are you really?
Who is this?
Is Utah Jazz center Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Giuliani? Okay, that was a prank call, but it was a clean prank call. So you know what? I'll take it.
Just an absolute waste of time, but at least it didn't hurt any innocence.
I I thought it was a little funny.
It was a waste of time. Hello, caller. You are live on the air with Carson and Brett.
And Carson, welcome to Mormon Talk. What are you grateful for this year, caller?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm grateful for.
Pardon?
I'm just grateful for gaming.
Grateful for Guinness? Guinness?
Gaming.
Oh, this is
okay.
a prank call.
Yeah, it's a gag call.
No,
Sir,
it's not a
you're.
prank call. I'm really not here to slash your show. I'm just saying.
Well, you did
like,
slash the show.
I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying Mormon.
That's like saying I'm thankful for cigarettes.
Yeah, I just want to. I just don't understand why you guys are kind of gaming. Like, I can understand like certain games, but why is it that you guys are against all games?
Name one game that should not really be a worry.
Well, have you ever played the new Flight Simulator?
The new Sled Master? What?
The new Flight Simulator?
Microsoft Flight Simulator? Actually, of all things, I have tried that game. It was actually at my younger brother's friend's house. He was showing us his PC, his quote-unquote gaming PC, and he was playing Microsoft Flight Simulator, and he told me to try it. He said, look, this isn't a bad game, and he was trying to make the same argument as you, and I
know what game you're talking about.
So he turned off all the lights in the room, and he told me, and he turned on a fan to like simulate like air blowing, and he was saying it's really immersive experience. And then I got in, he started this biplane, and he turned on the fan to pretend like I was blowing through the air, and it made me have vertigo, and I got sick. Okay, and it's here's Brett.
All right. Well, this is something that this game has been around for a very long time, and I know someone that used to play it pretty frequently, and he would just crash planes into everything.
I don't think that's what the game is. I don't think that's what the game's about. I mean, some people actually use this to help them learn to fly and stuff.
No, you go to school. You go to school to learn how to fly. You don't play a video game to learn how to fly. Sir, will you let me talk? You don't play a video game to learn how to fly an airplane. An airplane is a real dangerous vehicle which you transport other people in. And so if you're
like playing Minecraft to learn how to mine.
Yeah, or like playing a racing simulator to learn how to drive. Would you trust a 15-year-old boy
who's a Mario Kart champion,
who's played Mario Kart and all those other driving games, with driving your brand new car with your family inside of it? I don't think you would, and I don't think you should either. It's a terrible thing to base someone's experience off of a video game. For one, that's not even the argument I wanted to make. You shouldn't be allowed to crash in the game either, because there are sadistic people out there that just want to crash airplanes. They find people's houses, people that they know and they don't like, and they crash people's airplanes into them. And that's terrorism as far as I'm concerned. A game where you can reenact terrorism,
the 9/11 incident,
the Pentagon, all of it. You think that is a perfectly acceptable game?
Wait, you're blowing my mind here. You're saying that if I play a flight simulator, I'm going to become a terrorist. What are you saying?
You can easily simulate terrorism without the consequences of getting in trouble. You see, it's like playing a game called Grand Theft Auto, okay, which is a game where you can, frankly, crash planes as well. I've researched this game thoroughly, and you just because it's a game doesn't make it right. And people think, oh, well, you know what? I can smoke stogies and I can sell crack cocaine in Grand Theft Auto and steal a school bus while I'm at it and crash it into a hot dog stand with someone working there for their family, okay? And it's in a video game, so there's no real consequence. I just get to experience the thrill of committing a psychopathic behavior and get away with it.
Definitely the highest scale of violence game there is right now. Like one.
Excuse me, can you upgrade your gaming PC so we can hear you better?
Just to have fun. I mean,
Caller, some gamers develop
a mumble
problem called mumbling, and it's because they're used to using an app called Mumble, and they're using a headset to mumble to their friends like they're playing League of Legos or something like that, and they're like, "Oh, I need to switch."
Kill him on the left.
Kill him on the left. Keyword kill, by the way. Kill him on the right. And they're just mumbling into the microphone because they really don't even have to try because it's just a microphone. And I think that you've caught the mumbles, my friend, and maybe you should get some help.
Insulting me now because I'm asking.
It sounded like
why
you just said that you like saltines now. I don't know.
Sir, you're all over the place. Either
How
fix
did you go from a
either fix your microphone, your phone. Maybe we suggest going outside and standing on your car or just some other high point.
It's not a connection issue he's having. He's mumbling into his phone.
Yeah, but maybe if he goes outside and he's cold, he'll stop mumbling.
Well, I mean, your argument is.
We don't speak gamer.
Yeah.
Hello, caller.
It's
You're
a
on
waste
the
of
air
time.
with Carson.
And Brett, welcome to Mormon Talk.
Please, serious
Hello,
calls
this-
only. What are you thankful for?
This is Sandu again, and one thing I am thankful for is my wife. She's gotten pregnant. We got the news for 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
She's pregnant?
that's
Congratulations,
great.
Samdu.
I also wanted to say, I was thinking, we were talking about traditions, Thanksgiving traditions, and you started talking about your thing, and I didn't get a chance to say mine. So I just wanted, just because it's equally as zany, I think, as Brett's, where they go and shoot a ham. My brother Wilson, he's the brother second, oldest. He's just younger than me. We were really, really obsessed with. We had like this weird obsession with like punching, like beating like the meat at the table and stuff. Like not at the table. Sorry. We were preparing the turkey, okay? And one year we had to pluck the turkey and stuff like that. And, and it was really gross and we didn't like it. But we had like this burst of just kind of violence, I think. And maybe it might be similar to like
that's when you were playing
gaming
video games
burst
a lot.
or something. No, we weren't. But what I'm getting at is we would stuff the, like, my mother would stuff the turkey and she'd let us help prepare Thanksgiving dinner. And so we'd put the items, like the stuffing, inside of the turkey. And then Wilson and I would both punch, like there's a hole in the turkey. We'd punch the hole and stuff
Yes, I know the
over
hole.
and over again. But we'd get on both sides and we had a hole on either end. And we'd both just like completely like punch our fist through and like punch each other, like fist bump each other, like in and out of the turkey to mash up the stuffing. And
that was a mess.
We don't do it anymore, but it's just something that Brett.
It was an absolute mess. I can tell you that.
Moment, I would like to give you the honor of naming our child, because if it is a girl, we will name it Hamada Hus. It's okay to laugh because you are not from our culture, so I think it is okay. It is
It's
not
not.
racist. That's awesome.
Samdu, it is not okay to laugh. It is not okay to. It is not okay to
If
laugh.
it is a boy, we will name it Hamada Hu.
That's ridiculous.
Hello?
Is that a real traditional name?
I think. Wait, hold on. I don't think that we are qualified to name your child if this is a serious.
Oh no, I'm not.
But
I'm not saying
maybe you should go.
Choose between the two names, because me and my wife has already decided.
Well, I thought you said one was for a boy and one was for a girl.
I just want you to choose between them.
I thought you said one was.
Or
We can't choose the gender of your child. What?
First one.
The first one? Okay. Anyways, here's my wife. She's also been this.
I'm sorry. What was the first one again?
Go ahead.
Hi, Mormon Talk. I was just thinking. I just wanted to say thank you.
You're very welcome.
My husband's been a fan of you for quite a bit now.
Oh,
Excellent.
good.
Excellent.
Sorry, I'm a little phone shy. I'm gonna switch it back to him now.
Oh, that's okay. Well, thank you for telling us that, and no need to be shy. Yeah, well, we're fans of our fans, so thank you for both of your viewership.
Thank you, Muhammad, for naming our son Hamad Hussein. Thank you very much. It is a great honor. So please bestow you that. So anytime you feel down yourself, just remember you named our child. It is a great honor.
I'm gonna remember that forever. Thank you for that.
Did you say Hamalahus?
Hamad Hussein.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
thank you,
well,
Muhammad. I will just letting you know I will be your quick caller.
Thank you for that memory. That is gonna be with us for a long time.
Hello. Well.
hello,
morning.
caller. Sorry. We're
Hey, Brother Nick B again. I wanted to say Anna Grace. In the chat, she's spamming a lot. It's okay though. But I wanted to say I'm thankful for you guys because you guys are the light of every week for me.
Oh, well, wonderful. It's not us. If you experience any good, or you call it light from our show, that it's all coming from the Lord, and we're just blessed to be here and be able to take these calls and,
Yeah. I'm also really thankful for my cousin. You know, he owns actually an apartment complex in Lehigh, Utah. It's called Crest Haven. It's pretty popular.
Oh, okay.
Have you? Yeah. So I'm pretty thankful for that, and I think one day I might move down there. But
Well, wonderful.
I've been there, and it's a okay.
Yeah. Well, great. That's really cool. Did they refer you to the show?
I was actually referred to Frank, and he
Oh.
is friends with my cousin.
What?
Very convoluted.
Okay, well, I don't want to hold you guys up. Carson, though, I had an idea. Maybe you can say no too. Maybe do you guys want to maybe someone dress up as Santa for the Christmas special and take calls as Santa?
Well, it's the show.
Fred.
The show has very low funding. Last year, we actually had the idea after our Christmas special. Well, during the Christmas special, Brock played a very good Santa for a brief moment on the stream, but not in costume,
Brock?
of course. But after what happened on the show, I don't think Brock would be very appropriate. But maybe Fred would. Well,
He's a jolly.
There are children
He's a big
watching
jolly
the show,
guy.
and we want everyone to know that Santa, the real Santa's out there. But sometimes people like to dress up like Santa, just to spread his, same holiday cheer.
They're his elves.
So if we had
like
someone
elf
dress
elves.
up like Santa on the show, that's not the real Santa. The real Santa is, preparing gifts to deliver to boys and girls in every continent, frankly.
Of course.
They all deserve it.
But yeah, Fred could play a wonderful make-believe Santa.
Yeah, I think I think Beth, she's like flirting with me. She's been messaging me, and I'm kind of creeped out by it. But I mean, I don't know. But I don't want to hold you guys up.
Megan and Kyle, please take care of it.
Yeah. That's okay though. Anna Grace in the chat, if she wanted to talk to me, I think she might be the one. I'm not sure, but anyway, thank you guys.
Well.
See ya.
Okay, that was a disturbing call. Hello, caller. You're on here with Carson O'Kimball.
And Brett O'Call. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
What are you thankful for, caller?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm thankful for, guys. Hello, Carson. Hello, Brett. This is Brother Flick. How are you guys doing?
Hello, Brother Flick. We're doing fantastic.
We're doing absolutely. I second that, and we are grateful for you, for such wonderful viewers, and you're among one of our favorites. So
yes.
Anyway, go ahead and tell us what you're thankful for, Brother Flick.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you guys so much. That means so great to hear that. I'm flattered. Anyways, what I'm thankful for is this Thanksgiving where me and my mother and my sister are going to be able to meet my beautiful girlfriend, Claire, and it's going to be an awesome Thanksgiving. But one thing I wanted to share was a scripture for this Thanksgiving.
Okay,
and this
great.
is the most important one. This is the most important one that I discovered, and I wanted to share it so much. So I'm going to go ahead and say it, okay?
Okay, great.
Okay, and this is Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 through 7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Jesus Christ.
That's awesome.
And I just,
wait, what's that reference one more time?
That's Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 through 7.
Oh, well, wonderful. Okay. 4, 6 through 7. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna have to share that with my family. Thank you for sharing that with with my family that's not watching. For the rest of you guys, I hope that you guys are writing it down. Wilson, I'm talking to you. But anyway,
Wilson
wonderful.
is a little anxious.
Absolutely. And I just want to say a short little message real quick. Everyone, I know that COVID-19 is affecting everyone greatly. And I just want to say one thing. Be safe out there this Thanksgiving. Be very, very safe, but also be thankful, because even though this horrible pandemic has forced everyone to stay apart from each other, also realize it's also made me realize how many times you can take things for granted in your life, and just to be close with your family and your friends. This pandemic has made me realize that, and I want to work on making my connection to my family and my friends closer. And if it wasn't for this pandemic, I don't think I would have realized that. But also, I just want to say one last thing. Everyone, please have a very safe and awesome Thanksgiving this year. And that goes for both you, Brett, and you, Carson, as well. And I hope you guys have the best Thanksgiving of 2019, okay?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
2020. 2020.
Well, wonderful. Thank you so much for that.
All right. Well, you guys have a blessed night, and I'll talk to you guys later. Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh,
yes.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
You know, we're actually you didn't get to see it
Hello?
while we're building the coop today, but I built
One sec, caller.
I built a huge table for
Where? Where'd you put it?
Well, it's not in the house yet, but I'm gonna be bringing it in the house on Thanksgiving.
Was it the thing that was under the tarp?
Mm-hmm. That was big, wasn't it?
I didn't ask.
Yeah, no, that was really big, and yeah, we're gonna have all of our friends and family.
That's awesome.
We're just doing a big Thanksgiving.
What did you build it out of? We'll have this discussion after the show. Sorry, caller. Hello, you are on the air with Mormon Talk, consisting of Carson O'Kimball
and Brett O'Call. Welcome to Mormon Talk, and thank you for your patience.
How was your day today?
Great.
Good.
What is something that you are thankful for, caller?
I am thankful for, I'd say family, for my food, and I'd say the Holocaust as well. Heil Hitler!
That was not even mildly appropriate. Or
That wasn't even
funny.
close
That
to a
was
German accent.
Splashing the show. Hello, caller. You're on the air with C. Kimball.
And B. Call. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
Carson, do you live at Cresthaven? Are you guys gay?
Hello, caller. You are live on the air.
We are not gay.
And no more attempts
hello?
we will not entertain any more attempts to dox
Or
any
mischaracterize Brett or myself, calling us something that we're clearly not.
Yes. And
we both have women that are in our lives, and our wives are not. They don't subscribe to that completely boneheaded theory that people keep impregnating this show with over and over again. And neither should anybody else.
Doxing and gay are strictly against our code of conduct.
Hello, caller. You're on the air with Carson O'Kimball.
And Brett O'Call. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
What are you thankful for, caller?
I'm actually thankful for Anna Grace in the chat.
Okay.
I'm Jack Noss, and Anna Grace, will you be my wife?
Okay,
that's inappropriate.
Yeah. Your
Asking
children.
two people to be your wife simultaneously is obviously inappropriate. Hello, caller. You're on the air with C. Kimball.
And B. Call. Welcome to Mormon Talk. What are you thankful for?
I'd just like to say I'm very thankful for you guys doing this lovely show, Mormon Talk. I'm also very, very thankful for the books that my children enjoy. I'm actually author Brandon Mole. I write Fable Haven, Dragon Watch, and You're Toe Jam! You're Toe Jam! You're Toe Jam!
Did he call us Toe Jam?
I think he called us Toe Jam. Am I offended?
Add that to the list of words that should not be said. Happy Meg, WV, please. Hello, caller. You're on the air with Carson O'Kimball.
And Brett O'Call. Welcome to Mormon Talk. Please use your best microphone and remove any obstructions between your mouth and the microphone for us so that we can hear you clearly. And
yes, can you? This is Frank. Can you guys hear me?
Frank, we can hear you loud and clear. What are you most thankful
guys,
for?
First off, I'm growing old, so I'm more philosophical. So forgive me. I'm thankful for the torch that Mormon Talk has lit. This community, everything that's happened, it's a torch, which means it cannot be extinguished. It can only be passed on. You guys, I'm just very thankful for the show and all the work you guys have done, and I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Wow.
With nothing but peace and love.
Wow, Frank.
Well, wonderful. We hope that the fire is burning strong and just piping hot. But thank you for that, and we are thankful that the Lord. I just want to say I'm sorry that I keep deflecting these types of calls, but this is the Lord's. I'm not saying everything that happens on the show is sanctioned by the Lord. No, but the idea of this show and the mission of it is centered in our testimonies of Jesus Christ, frankly, and of His church, and so if any good does come from this show, it's genuinely not from Brett and myself. It's from the Lord. And the Lord's the author of all the good, and we're just the awkward, bumbling two hosts that do everything we can to try and keep the ship afloat.
Yes.
Well, you and Brett, phenomenal. And, real quick, I was in the Marine Corps. I've worked in industry for 30 years, so I've seen a lot of leadership, gentlemen. And what I saw on that homeless, the way both of you dissected that problem and came up with tangible, practical solutions as opposed to layers of bureaucracy, you're to be commended. That took a lot of guts and humility, and it was an outstanding show. And I hope to see more of that deep dive into the music, bringing music. And Brett, your idea with cleaning supplies, I'm really thinking about taking a nonprofit and looking into that into my retirement in
Yeah.
the community. So
Yeah.
thanks for lighting that for
And
Brett.
also watching, if people are claiming to be homeless, follow them, wait until they monitor them, and it's not like
Yeah.
you're stalking them or anything because they're in public and you're just watching you're just following where they're going, following to see if they're
I
going
think they're
home.
asking to be monitored. I
'Cause-
think deep down they want to be monitored.
Yeah, because if you're stalking a homeless person, well, stalking usually involves following someone home. And so if you're following someone who's homeless, there's no home, and so it's not stalking. You're just
Totally
making
logical.
sure that they are indeed homeless so that they can, maybe if you want to help them, like I said, if you want to drive up your car and stop by and say, hey, I have $20 here. Do you want to, do a favor for me for $20? You'll know that you're doing it for the right person and not some just impersonator.
Yeah.
So,
I just want last words. I've just learned a lot from the show, gentlemen. Interesting time of life for me, and you guys have made the past year plus a very rich time. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for lighting that torch. Peace and love to you, gentlemen.
Frank, peace and love.
Peace and love indeed. This will be our last call of the night. Hello, caller. You are on the air with Carson O'Kimball.
And Brett O'Call, what are you most thankful for? Let's tie this one up.
Let's
gracefully.
stuff this turkey.
Yes.
Neatly.
Alrighty. So I am most thankful, just like every other year, I am most thankful for Tiffany Towers and Wendy Whoppers.
Tissy Towers and Wendy Whoppers. Are those friends of yours?
Or those fast food sandwiches?
They're kind of friends of mine. I familiarize myself with them on a daily basis.
So Wendy Whoppers. I think that Whoppers are from the fast food chain called McDonald's.
I think it's Burger
Yeah,
King.
and they're also
Burger
a
King?
candy.
Burger King.
You know the candy Whoppers?
Oh, those Whoppers.
The chocolate-covered malt
like the
balls.
malted milk dud Whoppers that come in the little tan sacks. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Tiffany Towers, Wendy Whoppers, two great gals. You know, the last time I saw them was actually the other day on. They're actually doing a live stream, and they were on there, and they were with Johnny Sins and Peter North getting sprayed down with some homemade gravy. It was amazing, and I was so thankful for that.
Like,
they were being hosed with gravy?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It was a special homemade white gravy.
Interesting.
And
well,
they were
that
like a
sounds-
sausage gravy?
That sounds like the eggnog challenge that went very wrong with Brock last year, where he was accidentally covered in eggnog.
Yeah, I don't know why at this time of year you would want to cover yourself or anyone with food. That sounds wasteful and not thankful.
What I was getting at is, anything's going to happen on streams, even ours, and so. Yeah,
Sure.
well, you know what?
Okay.
Glad that you found something wholesome to be thankful for. If it's being drenched in gravy or, eating candy Whoppers or something like that, wonderful.
Yeah, those Whoppers and Towers were just dripping with gravy. It was amazing.
Well, that sounds
think-
really crazy.
And I think Brock got the eggnog challenge mixed up. He should have been the one spraying the eggnog. He should have been just letting it loose.
Okay, Fred's gotten a lot of criticism
Right.
over the eggnog challenge because it wasn't supposed to happen that way.
It was an accident.
It was an accident. Fred has been forgiven.
Sometimes it is an accident when you get the eggnog out. But I mean, hey, we're all human, right?
Well, getting the eggnog out wasn't the accident. It was
too much at once.
He spilled it in Brock's mouth live on the air because Brock was supposed to drink a ton, like the entire carton of eggnog, but just like waterfalling it from above, like while he was on his knees. And
yeah,
Fred poured the eggnog or he said he slipped or something. I believe him. He's not the type of person that would splash anyone with eggnog in the face.
Slipped on some eggnog that was on the floor, probably.
Yeah, there was plenty of it on the floor and all over Brock's
sweater.
And it was very, very sad. And I wasn't too happy when I saw the footage and I heard what Brock said.
Let's say the eggnog soured that night.
Yeah, it did. But you know what? Hey, we're getting off on a tangent. Well, we're grateful that for wholesome entertainment, that you found wholesome entertainment. It's very rare on the internet. And that sounds zany. I don't know if I want to see a video of someone having gravy poured all over them, because I only like a little bit of gravy.
It wasn't poured on. It was like shot at them like a fire hose.
Oh, jeez.
That sounds almost
wasteful.
Well, wasteful, but like I don't know, cruel almost. If it's because hoses can be, the hose that I use is powerful. It shoots out
your
like
water pressure is pretty high. Oh, you're talking about your nozzle.
Well, I mean, the
water pressure is very high.
The water pressure's high, and if I sprayed anybody
like before they shot the gravy out, like they were both dressed up as turkeys, and they were both like just getting stuffed with meat.
Like a turducken kind of situation? Like a turkey being stuffed with other meat?
Yeah, like they were like turkeys. You know how like a turducken, it's what, like a turkey
with a duck
like that,
and then a chicken
duck shoved inside of it?
Yeah, you shove a duck inside of a turkey and then a chicken inside. Yeah.
That had a dick shoved up inside of them.
Pardon me?
So
a pig?
Kind of the same thing.
A pig? So ham shoved up in there? Okay.
Yeah, a pig.
That
so
does not sound appetizing.
Well, all right.
And they're all birds, and so the cooking temperature would, is different for ham.
Yeah.
So that would just dry out all the other meat. But anyway, sorry, I'm just thinking as a chef here, Chef Carson. But anyway, well, wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
We should have a Chef Carson segment one time.
Yeah.
Maybe we should. That'd be very fun to have a Chef Carson segment. But anyway, thank you for your call.
All right.
Everyone, thank you for watching, tuning into Mormon Talk tonight. Please go ahead and subscribe and click the little bell next to the subscribe button, and it'll let you know when we're on the air every Monday so that you don't miss us. Also, go ahead and follow us on Twitter at Mormon Talk Live. And thank you to all of our viewers. Happy Thanksgiving, and we will see you next week. Thank you, and good night.
There's a place I've come to know where the righteous always flow. It's a beacon for my soul. It is cold.